The two teams are ready. The Cherry and White Wigan, the change strip of Hull FC. In the midst of smoke, we get underway with a high kick towards the Wigan line that is gathered, and it'll be Wigan that have first use of it. And Hull will look to try and put a platform down early defensively here, Paul, to try and keep Wigan penned in their own half.
He's got to go to ground, hasn't he? That's the first carry of the game. He's got to go to the ground for me.
Well, Thompson, again, takes an eternity to be put to the ground. Here's Junior December, runs at Cuss, who got a good enough shot on his back row opponent, puts him to the ground. Brad O'Neill out of dummy half. Well, Hull now are starting to show some aggression. Thompson moves it to Havard, who starts this week. He was on the bench at Castleford last week. And this will be the last tackle for Wigan, who've reached halfway. And Smith, the go-to man, will send it high across the field out to Barron on the near side. He will gather it 10 off his own line, heads off infield. And Wigan will make the tackle 15 off the Hull FC line.
Yeah, excellent first set, wasn't it? Almost up to halfway. A great kick from Harry Smith, pinning Barron inside his 20. Second tackle inside the 22. Great start from the Warriors.
Yeah. Now Hull with Burrow, the former Wigan youngster. Martin with a carry, and then follows Knight, who gets an offload back to Burrow. He'll get it away here. Here's Cartwright. Missed the opening round win over Bradford last week. He got a concussion in the cup. And all that move started on the back of this offload from Knight, and offloads are going to be important tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get that second phase of play there, getting it out to Cartwright, I just think Warriors' defence has been super strong, hasn't it?
It has. Here's the kick then from Caesar from inside the 40. This is a decent kick. And Field gets across and will gather it 10 off his own line. The chase looks a good one. And you have to say, from that opening position, Hull have done quite well there.
Yeah, the kick gets them out of trouble, doesn't it? The left foot of Caesar, fabulous kick. Pinning Wigan back just 24 metres off their own try line.
Eckersley retains his place on the wing. He's made a flying start, 4 tries in the Cup, 2 at Castleford last week, and we thought he may appear in the centres with no Wardle, but it's Farrell who gets the centre spot tonight. The ball now with O'Neill, pops it up. Havard had knocked back there. That's a good carry.
Got them going quick here, haven't they?
Here's French, gets it away. Field into the line. We'll just shift it on to Adam Kieran. He will play it on the last tackle. Smith looks up. He's going to send this high. He's going to ask the question. Price is penned in the corner. Comes forward to get it. He's juggled it. It's collected. Here's Marshall.
6 again.
Tackled a couple of metres out. Well, that was a steepling kick. And Wigan putting Price under pressure. Well, it's a set restart. Not that that matters there. They'll carry. Here's Ellis. He's tackled a couple of metres out.
Yeah, they've got too many on the short side, Hull here.
They have. Are they going to go through hands and promote the ball? Here's Smith now. He'll get it away to Field. Got Junior December with him. Ball back to Field. Field back on the inside. It's another set of 6. Here goes Havard. No panic for Wigan, but it's panic stations at the back for Hull. Can they hang on here? Big early passage of play. Here's Ellis. Dummies, goes it alone. And he's tackled a couple of metres out from the line.
Should come left here, the Warriors. It's an injury, isn't it, to Havard?
Yeah, he's gone down here.
Yeah, it's Ellis, isn't it?
Ellis who's down. He's not happy with something that's gone on there. And he's going to just take a bit of treatment on here. And that gives Hull a little bit of a breather here.
I think he's caught one, hasn't he? Oh, it's Liam Knight. He doesn't look too well, does he?
Well, they are having a look at this. Let's see if we can pick up anything here.
It's a clash of heads, isn't it? Yeah. It's not someone you want to clash heads with, is he, Liam Knight?
No. Well, Wigan won't want to lose Ellis. He's such a key part, isn't he, locking up that pack? But there is a little bit of concern.
Well, he should come off, shouldn't he, for a HIA assessment? Thumbs up from the physio.
Yeah. I'm
not sure he looks too well to me.
Well, it's going on report, the incident. I think it was, as it seemed, just a genuine clash of heads rather than any illegal intent from the Hull player. And they will have a look at that during the week, I'm sure, and I'm sure that'll be clear. Here we go then, Wigan on the attack. Hull have got a rather more equal distribution of players now either side of the post, so maybe they've got a chance to recover here as Wigan now do go left. Here's a short pass, they're trying to power their way through. Wrapped up his field, a couple of metres out from the line. Here is Ellis, finds Smith, they've raced out, great shot from Caesar, brilliant defence from him. Now Wigan will go left again. Here they're going through the hands, Farrell backing his way to the line, but that's a nice tackle. Romano did well there, last one, and Hull so far have held off and repelled Wigan. They've got one more to survive. Ball now to O'Neill, he'll find Smith. Smith is going to aim the kick out wide. They were very deep, the Wigan backs. Eckersley's arriving, ball's batted back, is collected, and that's a try. And it's Sam Walters, the big back rower, who's on the end of it for the second time in the opening 4 minutes. A high kick and does Hull FC, and it's Sam Walters who dives in to score. Wigan lead.
Yeah, it's the tale of two kicks, isn't it? The first kick from Harry Smith gets 6 again. Then they get a set restart with Kade Ellis to get a little bit of a breather, Hull. And they do really well up until the last play mark. And then the kick from Harry Smith, I thought the Wigan right edge were too deep, wasn't it? But Eckersley gets up, gets a back to Walters, gleefully accepts. 4-0 the Warriors. An exceptional start from the home side, Mark. I'm just not sure you can leave a front rower stood in the very first tackle of a Super League game, and that maybe has set the tone for Hull FC being a little bit soft defensively. An excellent play from Eckersley.
Yeah, it was a lovely back, wasn't it? And Walters, who's been playing in the prop role in his...
There's a reshuffle, isn't there, with Wardle's injury, with Farrell moving from the back row, Walters from the front row to the back row, so sure not ideal for Matt Peet to lose a centre of the quality of Jake Wardle.
Here's Adam Kieran, kicked 3 goals at Castleford last week. They were looking to get on his way here tonight and make it a pretty good start for the Wigan Warriors. Here he comes now, strikes it confidently towards the post, flight's gone, and it is Wigan who lead by 6 points to 0.
Yeah, an exceptional start, isn't it? Harry Smith's left foot, 3 kicks, 2 have got outcomes, 1-6 again, and 1 back from Eckersley into the gleeful arms of Walters. A brilliant start for the home side. Hull have got to get into this, Mark, physically, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were on the back foot, weren't they? That high kick was problematic. Wigan will bring it forward.
Hold! Clear the ruck quicker! Quicker in the ruck!
Another good carry from Wigan.
He held him, hasn't he? Borough underneath. Liam Knight left in the first tackle. Another one there. Great carry from Thompson.
He was pretty pleased, Matty Peet, last week with the win at Castleford. He knew it was tough, but look at this. This Wigan pack are dominating early on. Batchel it was who was bounced out of that tackle. Another big hit. This one, bang. No penalty.
Hull are miles off here, aren't they, defensively? Contact, collision. They left the first player stood on the first carry of the game. Got a couple of players left on the deck there, and Nasemba gets rid of Batchelor. Warriors are up for it.
Yeah, they are. Well, I mentioned to you, Leslie, they had a lot of ball last week. Castleford managed to keep them out for long periods, but you get the feeling they might be a bit sharper this week, Wigan, and certainly the way they've started could be a tough night. Another set restart here. O'Neill gets it away. Here now is Havard. He carries forward, and they're bending the line every time here, Wigan.
Yeah, they are. Another one, Borough left on, coming late retreat again.
Here's Field, seen plenty of it early on, but actually gets just enough of him to knock him to the ground. 20 away, one-handed pick up. O'Neill gets it away to Ellis. Ellis finds Smith. They've got numbers here. French, short pass, quick hands, and they're in. 2 tries in the opening 8 minutes. Marshall on the end of a flowing Wigan move that started with a forward pack that determined not to take a backward step. In fact, Eckersley, my apologies, who's in the corner. Eckersley, his 3rd Super League try of the season. And what a start for Wigan.
Yeah, they're just physically dominating Hull, aren't they? You know, They've gone back to back there, the Warriors. The first tackle of the set. There's Liam Knight left on the ground. December skittles away Batchelor. They get a penalty. They get down the field, and excellent skill. Too easy for Brad O'Neill to get out of 9. All the passes in front, Mark. It's brilliant, isn't it? Hands from Kieran. It barely touches his hands, does it? Brilliant Wigan Warriors skill.
Yeah, and
all left to right. Fabulous player.
Yeah, and Eckersley had to be strong, didn't he? He could have got knocked into touch, but he stays in. Mentioned his 3rd try already in what, just over a game and 9 minutes. He's made a flying start.
Skill and execution, Mark's outstanding, isn't it? Every pass on the button. Too easy for Brad O'Neill to get out of 9 and around the markers, but from there on, the skill and execution of the Wigan Warriors, left to right, is absolutely stupendous.
Tough kick for Kieran. Can he add the extras from right on that sideline? We said it might be a tough night for Hull. Couldn't have started any worse.
I think the Wigan Warriors' performance in round 1 was exceptional. Castleford was, they've had a really good pre-season under a new coach, and to get a 10-point victory on what was a very difficult pitch, then to go 12-0 up inside 10 minutes. A brilliant couple of weeks for Wigan Warriors.
What a kick that was from Kieran. His 2nd of the night. And a flowing Wigan move sees them extend their lead to 12 points to 0. This not the start that the black and whites wanted here. There they go again, Wigan. Are they going to have the same joy with ball in hand?
Have it now, square! Hold! Go on, that's better, good. Jump on back! Hold, kid, hold!
To the 20 on tackle 2.
Well done, loads better.
Here's Thompson again.
Get it up now! Hold!
Wigan are just two yards in front, aren't they?
Have it now,
Another player coming back on side, Yusuf Aiden. Wigan Warriors don't miss him. They get straight into where he should be.
Yeah.
Brilliant player.
Yeah, towards him over the 40. There you go. Last one. Smith from his 40. He's going to take the meters on offer. Floats the chip over the top. This time he's looking for Marshall. The kick collected by Barron. And Barron could be in trouble here. He could be in big trouble. Well, as soon as he picked that up, Wigan were all over him.
He starts the tackle before the kick mark, doesn't it? Again, another player from Wigan Warriors stood on his feet, plays the ball quickly. Harry Smith has acres of space in front of him. He wants to put a left foot kick in above and on top of Harvey Barron. He doesn't do so because he's got that much space. He just dinks it over the top, and from the moment Barron collects that ball, he's in serious trouble with 3 Wigan Warriors players around him, 2 meters from the sideline, and another set of 6. Hull haven't touched the ball since the first try, other than to kick off.
Yeah. And here they come from 30 out, and Wigan looking in the mood. Hull will remember they were well behind in that cut tie when they turned it around last year, but you don't want to be giving teams like Wigan too big a start, and that at the moment is what Hull are doing, and Wigan are taking everything and more that they're being offered here. Ball now centre field with French, gets it away to Smith. Here's Field, short pass, angled run. Inside the 10 they go. Wigan knocking on the door again. All centre field. Thompson is wrapped up.
They've got to come left here.
That's where they're looking, and that's where they're going. Here they go now. Field on and missed him. He's going to scramble in. Fell to his knees, Jay Field, and still had time to get back up and dive over to score. An electric start from the Warriors. Their 3rd try, and they lead by 16 points to 0.
It's excellent play again, isn't it? They're knocking on the front door with the front rowers. Power plays in and around the post. Will Price is desperate to get someone from the left side of the ruck to the right. He ends up the first defender off the ruck here. There's a short lead goes through. The second defender gets attracted to him, and it's simple from there for Harry Smith. He drops someone under. Then they just play a simple second man play to Jay Field.
Well, here's how it all started. Barron, as soon as he picked that ball up, you knew he was in trouble.
Serious trouble, isn't he? Electric there, you see. The second man, Batchelor, gets attracted. Barron's got to do better, hasn't he? If you're coming up and in there, you've got to come up with something other than fresh air. He ends up on his knees along with Jay Field. Jay Field gets up, scores a try. This is going to be 18-0. It's going to take some bringing back here for the Black and Whites. They've not touched the ball for 7 or 8 minutes.
There's Kieran, who's just nailed one from the far touchline. And now he's eyeing up.
I think they're having a look at a possible obstruction here. The referee's not going to allow Kieran to kick, is he?
Well, they are looking at this. It hasn't been confirmed as yet. In fact, this is going upstairs.
This could be a big reprieve for all I've seen.
Well, let's have a look then. There was a player, wasn't there, just on the inside of field who was knocked to the ground. Let's have a look at it then.
It's the line from Farrell, isn't it?
He's got an official review for potential obstruction, so we'll play it through here. So the ball's passed. Liam Farrell needs to get through the line. He stops here, and it prevents Will Price from getting across to make the tackle on Jai Field. Thank you. I've made my decision.
Well, the third try is going to be chalked off. Farrell didn't quite get through the line. Paul Cook, your thoughts on that one?
I think it's soft. I think it's really soft, and I think Will Price plays for it. I think he plays for it. I think he knows that Farrell's on his outside shoulder and he goes to ground. I don't think there's any which way that he's stopping Jay Field with that try anyway. To the letter of the law, it is an obstruction, but it's a real soft one, isn't it?
Remains 12 points to 0. Farrell bemused by the decision, so the onus there on Farrell to get past.
Yeah, to
Price.
get past Will Price, isn't it? But I think, yeah, he stops a little bit, doesn't he? But Will Price makes a meal out of it.
Well,
listen, if that goes to 18-0, this could get embarrassing for Hull, couldn't it, Mark?
Well, they've still got it back, but they've still got 12 points of a deficit to turn around.
Defended for the last 8 minutes, Mark. It's going to be so difficult to get towards the halfway and find a kick.
Well, that's what they're trying to do now, but meters are proving problematic.
It's when John Cartwright decides to use his bench here, isn't it? Starting players have had to defend too much.
Well, now they're moving it through the hands. Here's Price looking to get it to that far side. Litton is going to be wrapped up just over the halfway line. Last one, though, for Hull. Can't right in at dummy half. Will get it away. Look at the kick pressure coming. And Price has to kick it early. Field will collect it on the full. He will turn it back in for Kieran, and Kieran will bring it forward up to the 20, and Hull finally get out of their own half.
Did a good job, didn't they, to get up to halfway with the shift play on play 5. Decent kick from Will Price at the end of the set too. It's better defence, isn't it, from Hull? Restricting meters.
Marshall not happy with the treatment he got of the play of the ball, but Hull are trying to improve their intensity here and stop the go forward of the Warriors. Here now is a chance for Field, offers a dummy.
He's got a front row around the corner, hasn't he? Excellent play from Jay Field.
Now is Ellis, finds Bevan French. French moves it on to Walters. Kieran, so finally a Wigan error and a reprieve for Hull now, and a chance that last 60 to 90 seconds effort has earned them this opportunity on halfway.
Well, the big thing for Hull here is not to force anything, Mark, is it? And try and grind your way back into this game. Get to the end of a set, find a good kick, and then restrict Wigan's meters. They don't have to score tries on this set. They don't have to get back into the game on the scoreboard. But they certainly do in terms of field position. Where they end this set's going to be really important.
We have seen early in the year that if you have the ball, there's always that chance of a repeat set. You can quickly build up some pressure on your opponent's line. Here's Cuss, gets it away. Price wrapped up by Junior December.
Smith going in seconds.
Now to Cuss, offloads it.
Oh, quick, Wigan. That's a penalty. Tip tackle.
Harvey Hill against his former teammates on the wrong end on there, and will be a penalty. So a chance here for Hull.
How quick the Wigan defence was. Yes, it's Ethan Havard, isn't it? Just lifts a leg. Clear penalty.
No complaints about that one. So Hull on the attack then. They'll tap the ball to Cuss. Swings it across for Caesar. Caesar to Price did really well to get that away. There's still nowhere to go. The line speed at the moment frightening from Wigan.
Yeah, just lost 8 metres, haven't they, on play one? It's when the front rows tell the wingers to take the next carry instead of going behind the ball to take the next one.
Here's the great hands from Price to try and keep it alive. Now they're going down that side. Ball's come free. Another big shot goes in. Eckersley collects it. He's heading off in field, and he's tackled 20 out.
It's a super hit, wasn't it? It's Kieran, isn't it? Left shoulder, Kieran. It's a rib cage. Red card out.
That was a penalty. Marshall again. In conversation with Tom Grant.
Thompson first off the field. Excellent stint from the big man.
It's a good touch finder as well. Over onto the far side, so they'll start inside the 40 here. Wigan. 2 early tries. Here's Sam Eze on loan last year at Hull. A lot of talk that Hull wanted to keep him.
Yeah, there's quite a number of players, aren't there, that played for the other clubs. Cade Cust, another one being in the Wigan colours. Harvey Hill. Yeah. Sam Eze for Hull.
Yeah. Amir Burrow as well.
Yeah.
Here is Sam Eze again. Started out at Wakefield. Now they're on the attack. Here's Ellis. Swings it to Smith. Smith's got an army of runners. There's danger here. Oh, Barron put it down. He did well, though, because if he doesn't get a hand on that, it's another 4-pointer in behind him. And if Barron holds that, he could be going to length.
Yeah, Jay Field will be really disappointed because it's an easy 3v2, isn't it? He could play short there. He's got to just execute that pass, hasn't he? And it's another one that goes begging for Wigan. But the last one chalked off for an obstruction on Will Price. This game could have been over by now, Mark.
Well,
as it happens, all of a chance of resurrecting, haven't they?
Yeah, but they've got to hold on here. Got to keep firm. Full set, 10 out. Wigan, the dominant force so far. Here's Bevan French. Gets past one. Ball's on the ground. It's play on. Going to be another set. Referee deems it hit a whole hand. Well, the pass was almost on, but almost went badly wrong. So again, will carry. Ball now works its way to Havard. Havard.
They're just waiting until the numbers are wrong, aren't they? They're just playing through the middles until the numbers are wrong. They've got them wrong here. Big spaces on the right-hand side of the field.
That's where they're going now with French. Moves it wide. Field puts the brakes on. Cuts back, but he's wrapped up. Credit to Hull. The slide did its job. Ellis straightens up the line. Straight for the toss. That was marginal, wasn't it? They're going to go again to this left-hand side. Here's Smith. Rolls a kick looking for Junior December. Collected in goal. Arthur Romano does well to get to ground.
Excellent. Well defended, Hull. It was a big set for Hull, wasn't it? Oh, no. Harvey Barron.
Well, they've dropped the ball.
Criminal.
Wigan have grounded it. Now, the only question here, how did they get it? Well, it's a try on field. Well, you can't score an own goal in rugby league, but you've pretty much given the opposition a try there.
One job, wingers coming in from the sideline. They've got one job there to take one carry. He's not had to make a tackle in the whole of the last couple of sets of 6, Harvey Barron. It's a real poor error, and he's gifted one to his mate who was at the club last year in Sam Eze. He'll be delighted, the big fella. He just gets off the line, doesn't he? And he's ready to, make the tackle on Harvey Barron, and if he drops it, he gleefully accepts again. Brilliant line speed. Wow, Hull have gifted it, haven't they?
They have.
Poor pass from Will Price as well, slightly behind him. Well, giving Harvey Barron a serve there about one job, but the pass from Will Price is inaccurate, isn't it? It's just slightly behind him. It's one of them ones where you chuck it back at him and tell him to carry it, Mark.
Well, Barron puts it down. This try not yet been confirmed. Was just a question of did Eze pick it up cleanly? Now looking at that now. Try is now confirmed, so Sam Eze will have been chomping on the bit. He signed for Wigan, it seems an eternity ago. He's had to be patient, but I'll tell you what, Paul, looking at him, he looks like a highly tuned athlete, doesn't he, Sam Eze?
He had a decent season, didn't he, last year at Hull? He needed game time. Matt Peake sent him on loan to Hull. He was excellent for them, so much so that they wanted to keep him. Certainly looks like he's had a hell of a pre-season, doesn't he, Sam Eze?
He does. Here's Kieran then, looking to make it 3 from 3 and an 18-point lead, which he duly does. Well, Hull defended so well, but then coughed up the ball on their own line.
Yeah, poor skill, wasn't it, Will Price? It's a 3-metre pass. It's so mundane. You practice it every single day. For moments like that, you've got to get them right.
Well, John Cartwright will be not happy looking on here. He's a pretty down-to-earth guy, John Cartwright, but he won't be happy with what he's seen here, will he?
He's a Churchillian speech, doesn't it, at this rate? Almost a point a minute for Wigan.
Yeah, here's Eze, brings it forward, and again, Hull missed their contact. He's bumping them off. This will be infuriating the coach now.
Yeah, absolutely. He played the game tough, didn't he, John Cartwright? Oh, it's going to be
something gone on here. There's something gone on. Is it Cust who was involved?
Yeah.
We're seeing the replay of the run. Well, you just missed it there. They're all flying in now. They're all getting involved here.
Something's happened there, hasn't it?
There was definitely a reaction to Cust. I don't know if the feeling was that Cust went high on Eze, but now let's have a listen to the referee.
It's the second effort.
Just do us a favour, just put them all behind the red line so I can deal with it. Get them to get a review, mate. Stay behind this white line for as well. It's all getting reviewed now, mate.
So this now is upstairs in the hands of the video referee.
Well, it's been tough in the game, Mark, isn't he? And there's defending tough. Sam Eze comes off the back fence and rolls out of 3 or 4 tackles. Nasemba skittles away from Cade Cust. It's not tough what Cade Cust does. If he throws a little right arm in here, he could find himself in the sin bin. We'll see it here. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's not too much in it, is there, when you look at that? It's just going to be a penalty, isn't it? No love lost between Cust and some of the old Wigan boys.
Well,
contact, and then who comes in?
He tries to wrap, doesn't he?
No foul away now.
Farrell might be on the wrong end here. Let's see.
You can't see point of contact now. It's before. Okay, thank you, mate. Thanks, mate. Okay, thanks, mate. I'm going to speak to Captain now. Thanks, mate. Thanks, pal. Cheers, Matt.
So Cade Cust has been cleared, but they have found some high contact.
On the Wigan man. What we don't need, and especially you as captain, coming and escalating that further, we just don't need that. So we'll give you that one for now, because there's eye contact. We'll not have any more of that. Is that understood? I don't win, no, you don't win. No. I take action on that, not you. The penalty's for high contact for Borough.
Well, neither captain happy with the referee there. And Farrell makes the question, if I hadn't come in there, we wouldn't have got a penalty, but it doesn't condone what Farrell did, but
He's got Amir Borough for the high shot, though, hasn't he, Tom Grant?
Well, it's the video referee that's found that one. We play on. 18 points to 0, and well, Hull have got to up their intensity here, because physically they're getting bullied here, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. There's still only one winner when Tom Grant speaks anyway, whether the two captains disagree or not.
Yeah. If ever there was an example of how hard it is to be the referee, that was it, wasn't it? Good shot goes in there on Partington. Here's Eze again. There is that shot on Ollie Partington, just on from the bench. There you go.
Rib tickler.
Yeah. Here's Field, steps away from one. Puts the cross, wrapped up. 35 out. Hull can't afford to concede more points so quickly. Here's Ellis. Last one for Wigan. Here's Smith. He's going to send it. He's looking for Marshall and Junior December. Pressure on at the back. Barron does well. Comes up with the ball.
Super catch.
Now they need some good carries, some big carries out of their own end here. Romano, early sign from the Dragons. That's a good run. Bryson at dummy half. Barron hangs on to this one. There's no ground to be made. Zamlasoni forward, gets an offload away, finds Borough, gets it wide. Up and over the 30 they go, but Hull are struggling for yards here. Last one of their set. They're going down the short side to Price, who's under pressure, has to go aerial with a kick. That makes it easier for Field to handle. He'll bring it forward, and we're going to start just inside their own 40.
It's the amount of defending that Hull have had to do, isn't it? There's a lack of energy coming out of their own end. Wigan duly starting on the 40-metre line.
There's such a difference, isn't there, between the two defensive sides at the minute.
Too many missed contacts, Hull. Far too many missed contacts.
Played Eckersley it was, who was wrapped up. Tinton back with the Wigan Warriors after spells at Salford and at Catalans. Here now is Smith. Out the back to Field. Good read, good tackle goes in there. And this is the last one for Wigan. And Hull diffuse the kick. It's a high one. It's hoisted across the field. Martin comes forward to collect it. It's allowed to bounce. Eckersley collects it. Can he find an offload? No, he can't. Hull didn't deal with a high kick, but they dealt with Eckersley, and that will do.
Yeah, they've not dealt with a few of Smith's high kicks, have they? One for a set restart, another for the try for Walters. That one, Lewis Martin nowhere near it. He'll tell us that he was letting it bounce, wasn't he? And he's just going to wrap him up. If that's the case, well done, young man.
Well, look at the line speed again from Wigan. It's suffocating at the moment. Hull might need a bit of help to get out of this end. A little bit of magic, maybe.
Difference in collisions, Mark, isn't there? There's no meters after contact for Hull. Oh, wow.
It's like we're watching a different sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
In this opening 20 minutes. Hull working their way forward. Forward goes Knight. That's a better carry from Hull. They need a few more like that. High kick from Caesar. This is a swirling kick. This is going to be tough. They're going to let it bounce. It bounces back. Will it bounce for Hull? Well, it's collected by
offside, isn't he?
Hull, and he's offside.
They're all in front of Caesar.
Well, Masoni protests his innocence, but there you go. He's well in front.
Oh, French is wrong.
And French is off on his bike from the restart, and already he's up and inside the 40. Wants a quick play of the ball. Farrell runs it in. 2 tries shy of 150 for Wigan. O'Neill gets it away now. Partington carries. 14 to go to the break. Smith, Field, seen plenty of it, gets it away to Farrell. Early ball to Farrell, wrapped up 10 out. Batchelor, Romano and Cust with a tackle. Here now is Field. Gets it away to O'Neill. Finds Smith, bodies in motion. Kieran stands up, tries to get on the outside. He's going to be held. Is he going in the touch?
Sideline here.
They've done well to keep her in there, Wigan. Gives them another couple of shots. Here now is Smith. He's going to float the kick towards December. Ball back. Bounce in about. Play on. Cust got it, but Ceze's got in. I think the referee's going to say there was a knock-on from Wigan in amongst all that. And that'll be the turnover 10 metres out from the line. December with a knock-on.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Good compete for the kick though, wasn't it? Put Barron under pressure. The first to everything, Wigan, aren't they? The first to everything. Even though it's a knock-on, the first to the ball, the first to the scraps after it. Working hard from marker. Strangling Hull FC here, suffocating them.
Yeah, they certainly are. It is so difficult.
There's not been a play the ball from Hull inside the Wigan 20. 30 minutes of football.
Yeah, one just cannot get out, can they? Here's Brad Fash.
Flowing locks.
Short of the halfway line. Caesar under pressure, arrows a kick downfield. Collected by Jay Field, who did well actually to haul it in there. Got a bit tricky for him. Good chase from Fash. Tomorrow Huddersfield take on Wakefield. Two teams yet to win in the Super League. 2:55 on Sky Sports Plus. Thursday we're back here, Wigan Lee. 7:30 start for that one. And on Friday, Castleford take on Huddersfield. Castleford will beat. Here now is a break from Eckersley. He's wrapped up, wants to play it quickly. Here now is Farrell, hands off one, goes again at Price, can't get the pass away. Ball now works its way to Smith, finds his pathway closed on his outside. Now he just wants someone to take it off him. He gives it to Bevan French. He'll take the tackle. Don't think he'll thank his halfback partner for that one.
Take it yourself next time, Harry.
Here is Smith. He's going to send it well high, but not deep. That was not the greatest kick. Cuss will collect it and very intelligently collected it and got to the ground.
Yeah, he did. Did the opposite to what Sam Lisson did, didn't he? Liam Marshall didn't give the penalty away.
Yeah, it wasn't Smith's best effort, was it? Look where he kicked it from and where it bounced.
Line speed, wow. Going hunting the Warriors. Oliver Partington.
The Sonny finds Caesar, gets it to Price, miss out pass, finds Martin, he couldn't take it in.
It's them fine margins. The Wigan Warriors shift from left to right. Eckersley, everything's on the money. That pass again from Price. Whilst I think Liam, the winger, should take it in Lewis Martin, the pass is just slightly off the money, isn't it? The Warriors have been on it. Hull have had just a couple of opportunities and the pass is just a little bit too high. Although I would say if you can get a hand to it, you can catch the football.
Yeah. 32 tries, including a cup hat-trick here for Lewis Martin. Couldn't hold on to that pass.
Still not had to play the ball inside the Wigan Warriors 20.
They've not even looked close, have they?
No. Well, Jay Fields brought the ball back over the 30 more often than not, hasn't he? And the only time they've made a tackle in the 20 is off a kickoff.
Well, I think the best thing you can say for Hull at this moment, it's only 18.
Yeah.
Patrick Mago comes on, so it's a quick blast for Sam Eze. And now Mago's destructive last week at Castleford. He's into the action and he's straight on the front foot again.
Should come left here.
That's where they're going. Here's Field, gets it away to Farrell. Farrell tackled 15 out. Marshall. Smith. O'Neill. Finds Bevan French. Rolls a kick in. Here's a chance for Walters. Foot race for the line. Batted dead by Martin. Lovely kick.
It's the difference.
Dealt with it.
The difference between both teams, isn't it? Everything's on the money from Wigan there. Even when French catches it, he's got enough time to pick his spot. Great positioning from both Will Price and Lewis Martin, but it's another repeat set. It's what it takes out of the Hull FC engine from minute 60 to 80 here, Mark. It's 18-0 after 30 minutes. I dread to think what their energy levels are going to be like on 60 minutes of this game.
Well, I think we're about to
going short.
Find out.
That's not short, it's out on the full.
It's going out on the full. Wow.
I mean, I sung his praises pre-game. I thought he had an outstanding game last week. Certainly not having his best game here tonight, Will Price. A couple of errors, misplaced passes.
Gilt-edged chance for the Warriors for a fourth try. Here's Kieran. Even that there, he's just come through the first line, hasn't he?
Yeah, Sammy Lasson just holding on. It should be 6 again, shouldn't it?
Well, there goes Mago. Ball's dealt with this time by Fash. Good round the legs tackle there from Brad Fash. Now they get a 6 again. Here now is Field. Field with a step. Field slides over. Can he get there? He has done. Well, was denied earlier on, Jay Field, and this time he virtually crawled over the line. And Wigan have a fourth try. And Hull FC are bang under the pump here at the Brick Community Stadium. 22 points to 0.
A deep hole here, Hull. A real deep hole from minute one, from the first tackle of the game. They've been soft defensively, and again, they've just gone route one here. They go through the front door with front rowers. I think it's Sammy Lasson who misses the tackle. Mago goes close, and another lead. I mean, when Jed Cartwright going there defensively, he's turning out. He's got a player inside him in Amir Burrow, gets attracted to the lead. He misses the legs tackle, and Jay Field slides over the line. It's going to be 24 points to 0, and it's a hell of a long way back here for Hull FC. And it's a long way home for the Hull supporters if this gets embarrassing.
Well, there's the coach. He was happy last week. He's got to be even happier, hasn't he, with this opening 32 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They've been faultless almost, Mark, haven't they? I think they made one error on halfway and still defended that error and not allowed Hull inside the 20. Well, it's just men against boys for me from moment one.
Well, they've had 70% possession, Wigan.
Yeah.
They've completed at 90%. They've had double the carries that Hull have had.
Dread to think what the post-contact meters are, Mark. Or the ineffective tackles of Hull, whilst they're just clinging on at times.
Here's Kieran then. Can he make it 4 from 4? Yes, he can. Goes from bad to worse for Hull FC. Kieran on the mark again. But it's going to be a pretty tough second half for this Hull side unless they can up their levels.
Well, if anybody was under any illusions that Wigan want to get back to the top of the game and contesting for trophies again in 2026, this first 33 minutes has shown that. 70% possession, 90% completion rate. I don't think they've missed too many tackles, Mark. May go off the back fence. Wow. Crash.
Yeah, it is 100-mile-an-hour stuff, isn't it, at the moment? Oh, and they're going to go through the hands here. They're playing. Here's Field. Here's the danger. Looks back on the inside. I wonder if he's got Jake Wardle there, if he lets that ball go.
Possibly. No disrespect to Liam Farrell, but he's a little bit slower, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing a good job out there, the skipper.
Yes. 412th appearance for the Warriors.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Here's O'Neill.
Again, stood on his feet, Brad O'Neill.
Yeah. Too easy at the moment. Here's Junior December, wrapped up. 5.5 to go to the break.
No one left on the ground. Easy for Harry Smith.
Sends it high, and that has gone high. Price underneath it. No, he's not. Ball bounces, could go anywhere. Price might get his hands on it. In the end, it rolls over the sideline, but again, it's not too convincing.
11 metres from the try line, Mark. Again, Wigan Warriors will start inside the Hull 20 after a try scored. The next set of 6. Pigs full back 12 metres from the try line.
Hull, I think you'll be happy to go in now, wouldn't they?
Listen, I'm not. I dare say they might be happy to get out of here, Mark, at the minute. They can't get out of their own end.
Oh, that'll help.
Oh, wow.
That will help. A penalty.
I reckon Matt Pete will be furious. Furious his team have given that away.
Well, I'll tell you what, he will be saying at half-time. Remember what happened here last year in the Cup, when we thought we were home and hosed at half-time and didn't get the job done. So there'll be certainly plenty of reminders, I would imagine, about that. Whilst it is a very healthy lead, if Hull could put some points of their own on here at the end of the half, it would give them hope, however faint that hope would be. Sonny.
6 again.
You know, is Caesar wrapped up just inside the 30 here then, so they are finally having a look at the Wigan line. Here's Cartwright, almost got away.
Tackled in the 20.
Yeah. What are they going to do here? Misplaced pass, that won't help. Caesar will collect it, gets it away to Price. Price stops. He's got the footwork to break the line, trying to probe, but he's wrapped 12 out from the line now. They've got numbers here. Kuss goes it alone. Oh, he's lost it.
Got the football, Brad O'Neill. Great shot, Brad O'Neill underneath.
Look at this. Marshall going to be wrapped up by Barron. It was expansive. It was electric from Wigan.
Brilliant from Wigan defensively, and then almost turning it into a try of their own.
Yeah, this'll hurt, won't it? The first time they've been down there, and they were looking good, and then Kuss just pops it up.
It's an excellent tackle, though, isn't it? Ball was just underneath the football, left shoulder. Gets his feet in close. Brad O'Neill dislodges the football.
Here's Kieran.
Going to leave a couple on the deck again here, Mark.
Yeah, he wanted a 6 again. He doesn't get one. But they've got French. There's problems here. Big problems here. Can he get a pass? He finds French. French tackled by Price.
Ball's got to come left here, Mark.
They're dangling by a thread here, Hull.
5 players to the left of the field.
Here's Smith. Gets it away to Jay Field. Field looking to get through the line. Going to be wrapped up. Another good tackle from Romano. Last one. Have Hull done enough here? Another high kick. So often the undoing of Hull tonight. Ball batted back. Picked up by French. Danger not yet done. French tries to kick. Was that knocked on? No, it wasn't. It was gathered. Well gathered. Over on the far side by Litton.
Have a look at the Hull players, Mark, here. And get a wide shot. Batchelor on the ground. Zero energy here, Hull. Don't forget that come from an error from Kuss inside the 5-metre line of Wigan Warriors.
Yeah. There is the kick. Oh, it was knees, wasn't it? Not hands that knocked the ball to the ground, and Litton reached down to save the day. Here. Forward. Come Hull again.
Kick from inside the 20. Jay Field will catch the football on the 40.
On the full.
Outstanding.
At full speed. There's going to be one more set here for Hull to endure. And as you said, Paul, there are some tired bodies in this Hull lineup.
What for a Harry Smith drop goal?
Well,
put them 4 scores in front.
Wouldn't rule it out. There he is now, Junior December. There's some desperate tackling going on here.
We've lost Jed Cartwright there, look.
Yeah, ball now working its way along. Here's French, finds Jay Field. Field short to Adam Kieran, puts in the kick. Price, oh, he juggled it, thought he'd put it down again, but he hangs on, and Hull just about going to see half-time here, but there are players on their knees all over the field.
I think they've just asked for a half-an-hour break, Hull. Manhandled physically.
They have, haven't they?
Oh.
They've been overpowered in every key statistic, haven't
absolutely.
they? As you said, tackle 1 of the game. Hull didn't get the Wigan player on the ground. From that point, they've been backpedaling ever since.
Can't start a football game like that, Mark. Maybe a 40-20.
Would have been had it got a kick to the left, but Zach Eckersley, who got an early try. And that will do it. Well, that is as dominant as 40 minutes as we've seen in the Super League for a long time. Matt Peake was happy last week, but that was a step up from the win at Castleford. Brutal stuff from those in Cherry and White. 4 tries unanswered being at the break here at the Brick Community Stadium. It's Wigan on their way to a second win. They lead Hull FC by 24 points to 0. Well, what a first 40 minutes we've seen here at the Brick Community Stadium tonight. It has been enthralling stuff for those in Cherry and White. Wigan Warriors hitting Hull hard early on. 3 tries in the opening quarter. Well, Jay Field added a 4th. What a first half. Paul Cook, Wigan dominant from the very first tackle of the match.
Yeah, the first tackle of the game. They don't put the player off the back fence to ground, and that brings about the first try early in the game, doesn't it? It's a wonderful kick here from Harry Smith, and As I said, I thought the right edge was a little bit deep, but Eckersley gets a hand to it. Walters takes the ball on the full and scores the first 4-pointer. Kieran's been faultless with the boot. It's a difficult, long way back for Hull. Super try though, wasn't it? And again, left him on the not put him on the ground. Brilliant skill and execution, isn't it? Fabulous from Adam Kieran at the end there. All of the passes are on the money from Brad O'Neill, from Bevan French, from Harry Smith. Super play. And Eckersley took some finishing, to be fair, Mark. Did a really good job. Third try to Sam Eze. It's an own goal, isn't it? You said it in commentary, Mark. The pass from Will Price slightly behind. It's not where a player that's coming off his own try line wants the pass to be. And Sam Eze gleefully accepts another one, and that put him 18 points up. Goes from bad to worse for Hull, doesn't it? The kick out on the full from Will Price. 2 tackles later. Jay Field got Cartwright turning out. Amir Burr can't make the tackle. And Jay Field crawls over the try line, really. The lack of energy for Hull in this second half, that's going to really catch up with them, because the luck's out on the feet, Mark. And if we look at some of the stats that we've got here, they've missed lots of tackles.
Yeah, they have indeed. I mean, every stat in favour of Wigan, but which of those are you looking at?
Have a look at the metres that they've made. There's no post-contact metres on there, but I dare say there's 300 or 400 post-contact metres. 93% completion rate. They've had 11 more sets than them. 26 missed tackles to 4, 10 errors to 2. Wow, it's a long way back for Hull here. 68% possession, Wigan Warriors.
Well, will that continue in the second half? First half, Wigan have been dominant. Can they keep it up for the full 80? They're certainly hoping so. For the Black and Whites, they're hoping for a turnaround. The second half is on the way, and it's live next.
Super League parties in Vegas.
Because we're in Vegas, I am dressed like this.
Completely unscripted, action-packed.
Rugby League has taken over the entertainment capital.
Montoya underarms, kick out is over.
Still with it, now on the side. The Dragons, what a swing in the game.
Lucas is going to get there. This is powerful. And Scott Drinkwater off a scrum play scores.
Oh, it's an interceptor, and it's the boy from Wigan that will win it from Harpston Rovers. Oh, it just completely opened up. Ash Handling.
Super League heads to Las Vegas next weekend, and the only place you will see it will be live on Sky Sports. Main event on Sky Sports Plus. Hull Kingston Rovers take on Leeds. All the build-up from 11:30 on Saturday night. That's followed by the Knights, who take on the Cowboys as NRL kicks off. That's live on Sky Sports Plus and Sky Sports Action, as is the Bulldogs against the Dragons. 4:30 start for that one. Good night next Saturday night for all you Rugby League night owls out there. Still plenty more rugby to come from the Super League this week. Huddersfield take on Wakefield. That's tomorrow live at 2:55 on Sky Sports Plus. And the action coming thick and fast. Round 3 of the Betfred Super League. We're back here at the Brick Community Stadium as Wigan take on Leeds. 7:30 on Sky Sports Plus. That's followed by Castleford against Huddersfield on Friday night. And Hull take on the York Knights. Both those games kick off at 7:55. Both on Sky Sports Plus. Rest of the round, well, Warrington take on Wakefield Saturday evening at 5:25. The Dragons take on St Helens, 5:55 on Sky Sports Plus. And then, of course, the main one, Hull KR against Leeds, live from Vegas, 11:30 on Saturday night. And we round off the round at Odsal. Bradford looking for back-to-back wins. Toulouse looking to make it 3 from 3. Viewers, be aware, we will be having strobe lighting as the teams come out for the second half. So if that does affect you, please do look away now. Well, Hull FC make their way out. It's been a good night if you're a Wigan fan. Not so good if you've made the trip over from Hull, Paul Cook. Tough all night for those. Not had much to shout about, have they, in the first half?
No, not really. They left Hull to get away from one part and they've come to another one over here at the Brick Community. And they've done all of the allowing Wigan to party on them, haven't they?
What will John Cartwright have said to his team at half time?
I think he just needs more aggression from his team. He needs them to be technically better in tackles because far too many times they're stood up or they're leaving men on the ground and the first up contact ain't good enough and the Wigan players are falling forward. So listen, they can start with a really good and aggressive set, getting up to halfway before finding a kick. I think you just concentrate on the first 4 or 5 sets in this half, and if you knock them off, then you give yourself a chance of getting back into this game. But it's certainly a long way back when your energy levels are going to be down. I think Wigan have doubled them in almost every stat, in terms of meters made, in terms of line breaks, in terms of missed tackles. Hull have had double or even quadruple. Yeah, it's all going the wrong way, isn't it, for Hull?
Can Wigan do what they did again in the first half in the second? Or is that
I think that's the challenge for Matt Pete and his team, isn't it? To keep your foot on the throat and be ruthless.
Well,
they'll go to the top of Super League tonight, 2 from 2 with a hefty win.
Yeah, they will. Tackle is made on Lissoni.
Yeah, the first 2 tackles in the 20, far different, wasn't it, for Hull in the first half?
Yeah, it was. Here's Fash, runs it in, feeling for a high shot. Nothing doing. Burrett gets it away. Taken forward into contact by Batchelor, one of the new signings. They are missing some key players. We shouldn't overlook that. Hull, they've got quite a few of their main players out, the likes of John Asiata and Jake Arthur, but it is a squad game these days, and those that get the chance have got to take it.
Well, listen, they did OK last week, Mark, didn't they? And some of them players have not turned up tonight with the same focus and the same technical ability, particularly defensive, as what they showed last week against Bradford at home.
Yeah.
The proper players play away from home too, Mark. You know, travelling across the Pennines and playing away at Wigan and being as good as you was last week.
This is a tough place to come, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, absolutely, let alone when Wigan play as well as they have in that first half.
Yeah. Partington wrapped up by Yusuf Aiden. Ball up towards halfway. Last one then for Wigan. Tough conditions. Kick deep. Dropping back is Barron. Will gather it just a yard or so off his line. He tried to put his foot over the goal.
It's an excellent kick from Harry Smith. Again inside the 10.
Yeah.
Miles away from it, Barron, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was good thinking, though, was it? It shows that his mind is still in the right spot.
And Kieran looks a little bit unwell there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's going to be a knock-on.
That's an error.
Now, what did I say about first 5 sets?
Well, they're not helping themselves, Paul, are they?
No, absolutely not.
Let's have another look at this. French in at the tackle. And there, look, reaches the foot out, because obviously if he had his foot in goal, it would have been a 20-metre restart and a 7-tackle restart. Well, this is a gilt-edged opportunity for Wigan really to put their foot down, isn't it, and really pile the pressure on Lewis Martin and Hull FC. Here they go then. Ball makes its way forward. Inside the 12. Ball now swings its way into the hands of Partington. Up to the 10. O'Neill fires it to French, drops it back for Mago. Mago standing in a 4-player tackle. Eventually he'll go to ground. He'll play it now, a couple of metres away. O'Neill gets it away. Here back against the grain comes Ellis. Ellis is just going to stand and take the tackle. We're getting no rush here. They've got a dominant lead. Can they build on it? Oh, they get a set restart as well. Danger here. French slipping out. French slipping through. Too easy. Wigan in. This time it's Bevan French. And Hull's defence falls apart within 4 minutes of the restart. Mission impossible, it looks like now for the black and whites.
I'm afraid if you're Aidan Caesar here and you go, Mark, very much like Harvey Barron in the first half where the try gets chalked off. If you go in, you've got to come up with something. It's fresh air again. Third tackle, second set of 6. Wigan full cough possession up. He's gone inside of Caesar. He's beaten Jed Cartwright again on his inside shoulder. He's also beaten Yusuf Hayden, is it, or Amir Burra? It's Hayden, isn't it? Low tackle. Evan French got spiders on him. Wow. It's just too easy, Mark. You said it in comms there. It's far, far too easy. Cough the ball up, second set, third tackle of the set. You know, you give a set restart away towards the end of the set, and then you can't defend. This is going to be a hell of a long night for the black and whites here. It
is. French to try last week, adds to it this week. We heard actually from pitch side that Matt Peake was delighted, wanted to keep the dominance in the tackle going and not let the standard drop. Well, early signs of that is not going to happen. John Cartwright said he was disappointed with the loss of physical matchup. Too many cheap turnovers, not keeping hold of the ball. Well, he may as well have just said that again, because it's just happened again, hasn't it? There is John Cartwright.
As often happens, Mark, isn't it? You go in at half-time, you say what you want to do, and then the players throw it out the window for you.
Yeah, the kick is good. 5 from 5 for Kieran. 30 points to 0 for Wigan.
Sometimes think a coach should go in, Mark, and tell them to drop every football, miss every tackle, get beat up in every carry, and then they'll go out and do the opposite. A bit of reverse psychology, maybe.
Well, you've been there as a coach. You know what it's like. So it must be so frustrating.
There's 13 blokes trying to do what you want them to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work, does it?
No.
You're right, but they are missing 5 or 6 players. It is a squad game, but it's a disappointing result, isn't it, for Hull? 30 points to 0. We're still 34 on the clock.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing in the manner that I think what John Cartwright's speaking about is they've been beat up, Mark. They've been second best in physical contact. Yeah, absolutely.
Because the one thing you could say about Hull last year, even when they were down on numbers last year, they competed every week.
They were more difficult to beat than they have been in previous seasons. This has been far too easy for Wigan. Another offload there.
Yeah, more. Well, he's seen plenty of it, isn't he, Jay Field, here early on in this second half, and offloads will help. Patrick Mago delivering the goods. Here's a possible 40-20. No, it's gone straight down the field, and Price will collect on his 20, and he'll bring it forward. First time, really, he's had a chance to run it back.
Yeah, it's the first time he's got 35 metres from his own try line with a kick return, hasn't he? Good positioning from Will Price. Good carry from Harvey Barron. It's a little bit better ball, isn't it? Got to get off the back of that now.
Yeah, they have, and here they will with Martin.
I think Matt Peake talked about the in collision, didn't he, and about the tackle management for his team.
Fash wrapped up. Hull with Cust. Finds Price.
Bachelor's overrun. A little bit lost out the Hull.
Yeah, well, this is the last one. What can they produce here? Ball into the hands of Caesar. He's going to send it, looking for Barron over on the far side. Field, though, will get there first, and now Field will look to bring it forward. He's wrapped up, but all in all, a better set from Hull.
Yeah, good end for Hull as well, wasn't it? Finally got Wigan a couple of tackles inside their own 20 off a kick return. Although Marshall almost sneaks out of there, doesn't he?
Yeah, up to the 20 they go. Here now comes Eckersley. What a start to the year he's had. 4 tries in the cup, 3 in the league already.
Yeah, forget putting him in the centre, leave him where he is.
Yeah. It's Kieran. Finds O'Neill. Gets it away now to Partington. Now they're digging into the line. Here's trouble. Here's Field. Moves it wide. Marshall tried to cut back. Did well to hold off one. Sat down. Got back up again. Last one. 30 out. Smith waits. Eckersley makes a run forward, but this is going straight down the middle of the field. They're attacking Price here. Gets off the ground. Holds onto it, but gets instantly tackled by Partington.
This looks so dangerous in possession, Wigan, don't they? 2 tackles inside the 10. Just dominant performance from the Warriors.
Good shot goes in. Well, this was the break. Marshall there. Put the brakes on, sat down, got back up and still made more meters.
Almost made a cup of tea, Mark, I think, didn't he? Had enough time.
He did. They're so dangerous all over the field, aren't they, Wigan? Won everything the year before and then had to watch Hull Kingston Rovers repeat the feat last year.
He went back against them 2 being there or thereabouts again at the end of 26, would we?
No. Luke Thompson coming back into the action for the Warriors. They've got a big game here. We mentioned it earlier on. They've got Lee here.
Yeah, next week. Battle of the Borough.
Yeah.
Oh, Marshall's caught one, has he?
Well, he's not happy, is he? Clearly.
No.
Here then goes Farrell, who just ambles his way over the halfway line.
Lasoni was told by the referee he's not back. It's just cheating, isn't it? You're just a metre off. You might as well be a metre further back.
Yeah, here's French bouncing off a couple of would-be tacklers.
Sammy Lasoni looks gassed, doesn't he? What are we? 10 minutes in, second half.
Yeah, here's Thompson. Comes at Caesar, who stands his ground. Last one for Wigan. 30 out from the line. Ball now works its way to Smith. This time he will come to the right. Eckersley's after it. Martin will catch it.
Yeah, good catch, Lewis Martin. Well done. Yeah, Sammy Lasoni coming off the field, Mark.
Yeah.
Bring him off before he costs your team, doesn't he? I think Wigan would have spotted him looking for tea.
Yeah, Connor Bailey into the action, former York player.
Yeah, good boy,
York
Connor.
As well. Oh, Barron with an error. This time, though, he picks it up. And now he's going to have to run for his life. Gets up to the 10. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Been some poor skill in their own end, hasn't there, with inaccurate passes that have cost try, and well, there Barron just not catching the football. Puts his team on the back foot, doesn't it? Play 5 just outside the 20.
Yeah, they're in the 20. Price steps out of the 20.
Field to get to halfway.
They should do. It's over the 40. Difficult night. The pitch is cutting up. We've had an awful lot of rain in the north of England, haven't we, over the last 6 weeks or so. Here is O'Neill on halfway. Pops it up to Kieran. Always a willing runner.
He just found Jed Cartwright still in his back 10, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just again another player on the ground. They should play it to the left edge here.
Well, they will do, and they move it wide to Farrell. Farrell with a step and the fend.
Romano's been good, hasn't he?
He has. I think
been
he's
a good
done really
signing,
well.
hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's done really well. He's certainly come up with a few big tackles down his side of the field. Here now is Bevan French, floats the kick over the top. Eckersley gives chase, ball found by Price. Price with the footwork, bringing it up to the 20. Jay Field will make the tackle. Well, that was the best we've seen from Price tonight. What can Hull do on the back of that? Letting his tackle. Nice little run.
Just zero shape, Hull, have they? Zero shape in attack. It's one out. It's everybody in the flat line. Just lacking energy.
Cust will get it away. Here's
nice.
Caesar. Now he moves it wide. Up and over the halfway line goes Romano.
Yeah, good carry again from that young man.
Yeah, a couple of tackles left in the set. Ball back in centre field. Here goes Bailey. He's wrapped up. Last one. It's been better from Hull. Caesar will send it high into the night sky. Field will come forward. 10 off his line. Saw the chasers coming. Got past one, ducked under the other. He's like tackling smoke, isn't it?
Listen, the ground ain't even hard yet either. I mean, got to help the defences when it gets harder and the weather gets better. Sheffield comes back alive. Been excellent again tonight. Only 5 changes for Wigan. Havard back on.
Yeah. Here's Walters. He's gone well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Wigan fans wanted a penalty. They don't get one. Short pass finds Havard. Havard up towards halfway. Good tackle, Fash.
Come back right again.
Yeah, here they're going again. They're going through the hands here. Bevan French looking to slide through, but to be fair to Caesar, he made a good tackle. Last one. They'll get it away to Smith. Smith now runs. Smith floats the kick out wide for Marshall. He's going to collect it on the full. Gets it. Oh, it's intercepted. Intercepted there. Desperate stuff. Feeds it to Barron. And Hull almost broken open. Then almost break up the other end.
Romano again. Probably been Hull's best, hasn't he? Gets himself in between the pass of Marshall and Farrell. Too much time for Harry Smith again, though, wasn't there? He takes the lace out the ball and then finds his kick and puts it on the money for Marshall. No kick pressure. Lack of energy for Hull.
Here goes Caesar. Finds Price. Price gets it away to Romano. Flicks it back for Barron. Barron wrapped up. Halfway line. And he'll play it now on the Hull right. They move it back centre field. And he gets it away. Here now's a bit of shape. Ball over the top.
Excellent.
Collected by Martin. He's got French in front of him. Gets past Bevan French. Still going and tackled from behind. 15 out. Best we've seen from Hull FC. Last one for them. Ball now goes into the hands of Borough. Gets it wide. They've got numbers to the right. That's where they're going now. Ball moves out to Romano. Romano goes for it alone. Flicks it away to Barron. He's ducked in a touch. Junior December says, see you later.
I think that's what Matt Pete will be after now, the big zero, won't he? Excellent scramble. Great play from Caesar on this left edge for Hull. Excellent hands from Price to Romano. Tries to stand up December. December makes both tackles. Wow. Superman.
Yeah, stayed alive, didn't he?
Pirouettes out and makes a tackle on Barron as well.
Does he get 2 tackles on his tackle sheet for that?
Oh, he gets an ineffective one because he allowed him to offload.
Oh dear.
Yeah, tough school.
But like you said, it'll be things like that.
Yeah,
Pete will be looking at. Effort.
Absolutely. A big zero going into a local derby next week, isn't it, against Lee?
Yeah.
Huge result for Wigan. He won't care if they don't get another point, I don't think, Matt Pete, as long as they don't concede one.
Yeah. Still want them to play their stuff. Here is Tom Forber into the action now. Some much needed game time for Forber. He'd only got a handful of sub appearances last year. Forber.
Been excellent O'Neill, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Brad O'Neill, after such a horrendous injury. Brilliant.
Well,
brilliant.
if ever there's a boost to your confidence, when they let Cruz Leeming go, what does that say to Brad O'Neill?
Yeah,
You're the
absolutely.
man. You're the man.
Absolutely.
You've got to perform now. You are the man.
He's tough, isn't he? He's tough. He's uncompromising. Does what it says on the tin, Brad O'Neill.
Yeah.
He hits hard. He runs after you. He competes for everything. He's got a fair amount of skill as well.
Yeah, his distribution's been good tonight.
Yeah.
And now Forber gets to run out. And here now goes Ethan Havard. Wigan on the prowl again on the back of the penalty. Forber waits at dummy half. He'll get it away to Smith. He finds Thompson.
Front door, 2 front door carries, isn't it, for Wigan? Now they'll come back this way to the right edge. 2 halves combining with full-back.
Here now is Smith. Too easy. They've got past the first man, the halves tonight. This time it was Smith. Forber, short pass, looking for Havard. Little footwork, gets it back to Smith. Fires it wide now. Here's an opportunity for Walters. He's tackled 5 out from the line. Couple left in the set.
We've got 3 past that post on the right edge. It should go to the left here for Wigan.
Well, that's where they're going now. No, they drop it back on the angle. Partington ramps up, going for the posts. They're still short of numbers to the left. That's where they're going now with Smith. Now he fires it wide. Now there's danger. December, the go-to man, offloads it. Went on the ground. Picked up by Hull, and they survive again, but more by luck than management.
Brilliant, excellent scramble defence for the right edge, because those shot for numbers that played before, Mark, when Smith dropped it back under. Brilliant from Romano again. It's relentless Wigan Warriors pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There's not much real estate behind Hull. They're coming constantly off their own try line.
Yeah. Ball is just short of the
Harvey Hill
20.
back on, isn't he?
Yeah. He won't shirk the challenge, that is for sure.
We might be looking for some Tipex, Mark. Is that his Wigan Warriors contract anywhere?
I won't make any references to unsigned contracts.
No, please don't. Please don't. I didn't need Tipex, Mark.
Well, the Hull fans throwing things at the TV as we speak. Nearly an hour gone here, 30 points to 0.
Let it go, Mark. We're 20 years on, man.
Now a stoppage here and a tangle of bodies on the halfway line. Farrell will play it. Looking to move it to Junior December. Bounces one off, but it's starting to get more bodies around.
Might have fallen out with Cade Cust, I think, December, hasn't he?
Maybe. Set restart as well. And again, all because he stands in the tackle and wants a quick play of the ball.
Yeah. Harvey Hill just getting back on side. They should go left here.
Yeah.
There, exactly where Hill should be.
Yeah, here's Smith, finds Farrell. Farrell filling in at centre tonight. Will offload the ball back to Forber. He'll scamper through up to the 20.
They just don't miss Wigan, do they? When they get a little chink, they don't miss it.
No. Here now the short pass to Havard. They're a well-drilled, well-regimented team of rugby league
If you're slightly out of position, they find you.
Yeah, they do. And again, they've got numbers left. Again, they'll turn it back. Here's Thompson. Cannons off one. Edges his way forward.
He has one, doesn't he? The big fella.
He does. Been good since he came back on. Here now is Forber. Short pass. Partington thought it opened up for him. He's going to be turned away.
Good tackle from Cartwright, wasn't it? One-on-one.
Yeah. To be fair, they've made some good tackles here, but they need to survive one more. Smith's going to go to ground a couple of metres out. Wigan happy to turn it over there.
It's yours, this, Carrie. It's yours, Mark. Lewis Martin steps up. Oh, Ethan Havard. Didn't miss. Who's next? David Litton. Played 2 already.
Yeah, 5 off their own line.
There's only one player outside the second post, man. Yeah. I guess Wigan can just cram up, can't they, and tighten up defensively.
There's nothing there to threaten them, is there?
That's a clash of heads, that.
Yeah, I think it was.
Clash of heads.
Yeah.
I think he's got him.
He's slow to get to his feet here. They do play it eventually, but look at this. They cannot get out of their own 20 at the moment. Caesar will kick downfield. Jay Field waits, collects it, turns it back for Eckersley. Says you can take this one forward, and he will do, and he'll be met on the 40-metre line. You wonder how long Hull can hang on here, because they are being physically battered.
Well, let's be fair, man. They've done a good job to concede 6 since half-time.
They have. That's the point. How long can they keep holding out? Unless they can get something and get down the other end, but it's just incessant at the moment.
I'm trying to see what on the sideline here is.
I think it might be Yusuf Aiden who's about to come back.
It is. I'm just trying to look at the number, Mark, and see how many changes they've made. Because they're running out of energy.
Over the top. Price is back. What's the bounce like? What's the bounce like? Oh, he knocks it dead.
Again, he just doesn't miss, does he? He's seen Will Price slightly out of position. Will Price, a defender, trying to guide back the marker. A defender, and it doesn't miss Bevan French, does he? Super play from Bevan French. And it's just relentless pressure. It's 4 tackles done, now another 6 on top. I'm not sure I'd be asking him to go short here. Get it as far away from the try line as possible.
Well, he just said short. He just said there on the screen, he said short.
Who did? Will?
He did, and they're going short.
Card. Knock it back.
Well, they're going to get it. Oh, they did knock it back. And it's collected by Smith. Well, Forber did a good job there, because he's not the tallest, is he?
No.
And he did well to keep the ball alive for Wigan. Well, you saw Will Price, he called it. Said we'll go short.
Partington for Mago. I mean, look, the last thing you want to see is Mago coming off the bench with 18 to play.
Yeah, well, here they come. Here's Thompson again. You know where he's going. Here's Forber, finds Mago, finds Smith, Field with a step, Field with a burst. Good shot goes in from Price. Fullback on fullback. Well, they're knocking. Are they going to be allowed in? Not the best pass, but French held onto it, gets it away to Kieran, moves it now to Eckersley, knocked off his feet. Well, Hull are scrambling here. Credit to Hull here.
Big gap in the middle of the field there.
Well, this is the last one. They're going short. Walters fires it to Field. Gets it away to Smith. He's going to stand it up now. They're inviting Barron. Barron collects it.
Good catch. Well done,
Fair play, Hull.
Yeah. They've been tougher to beat with less energy.
Yeah.
In the second half.
Well, here's the call on that dropout from Price. Look, we're going short, fellas. We're going short. I'm not sure his teammates quite fancied it at the time, but nevertheless.
If he can kick it and chase it himself.
Well, now a penalty for Hull.
It might be the first time in about 15 minutes I've seen Hull over the halfway line.
Yeah. Well, John Cartwright, we mentioned, what would he want? He want effort and commitment. Second half, in fairness to Hull, they have provided it. Just the one try for Bevan French. 16 to go. Can Hull get a consolation? That's all it would be, but they'd like something for their travelling fans. Price gets it away to Romano. Romano.
High shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Penalty 30 out then. So Hull, having defended their line for what seemed like 10 minutes, now they're going to get a chance to attack at the other end. It was high. Here's Yusuf Aiden. Brings it forward. Coming across the Price. Short pass. Good shot goes in there. Big shot goes in there. Cartwright with nowhere to go.
David Litton's taking a dive.
Here's Caesar. Caesar gets it away. Good hands. Finds Kuss. Kuss gets it away now. Romano will dig in. 12 out from the line. Hull fans finally get something to cheer about. Are they going to get some points? Kick through the line. Walters has knocked that on. He did. The big man couldn't get the arms out in time.
There's a bit of false set. Maybe Matt Peake wants to see what his team are going to deliver defensively here. I think he'll be desperate to keep the black and whites to nil.
They'll be disappointed with that, Wigan, because that was a bit of a nothing kick, wasn't it? And it's given them another set, rather fortuitously, Hull, but they get another crack at the line here. They've got players, we know that can break through from close range. There's a rain teeming down, and there's Matt Peake looking on. In fairness, the handling, despite the conditions, has been okay. 15 remaining. Free not happy.
Wigan drumming the support.
Helping the defence. Stay resolute here. Here is Caesar. Oh,
just put the kiss to death on it. Said the handling had been good.
Again, just behind him, isn't it? Just execution of skill. Just not on point for Hull. That comes from the most experienced half on the field in Caesar.
And it's
Will Price. Yeah, it is. He's not at the line. He's not punching a hole. He's not under any pressure. The pass is just slightly behind.
Well, that's dumped out of the back of the tackle. Now they're offloading it. Here's Bevan French. French with a hop, skip, and a jump.
He's every right, Romano, there to throw the ball back to him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You catch it.
Here's Mago with the offload.
Super offload.
He's become a really big player for Wigan, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It looked like at one point he was on his way out, and all of a sudden now he's a mainstay.
Walters just knocked on as well here.
So
getting a bit scrappy for Wigan.
So it's another set, 40 metres out here for
You're right about Mago, Mark. It's destructive 10, 15, 20-minute periods. We've seen him come off the bench and win games for Wigan.
Yes.
Change the momentum of the game when they're behind on the scoreboard.
Gustin at dummy half. We'll get it away now to Caesar. This time he finds his man. Ball through the hands. Here's Romano. Still again. Aggressive. Again he's gone high.
He can't run without his head, can he?
Well, that's 2 on the trot from Farrell. It's exactly the same tackle.
It is, yeah. The thing with him defending in the centre is a back row that's losing a yard anyway, isn't he?
Oh, ball's on the ground, went backwards, play on. Cuss breaks through, 2 tackles. Farrell again's having a go. 20 out.
Smith got him as well.
Oh, ball's on the ground again. That's a knock on, I think. I think Hull were thinking about challenging this. But it is a knock on. It's just got a bit scruffy, hasn't it, last 5 minutes?
Yeah, it has, yeah. It'll disappoint Matt Peake more than anybody. I think John Cartwright will be delighted at a 30-point scoreline.
They're going to challenge this. They're going to challenge this. Here we go. First of the night then. How did the ball come out?
Captain's challenge from Hull FC. They're challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on.
So we've got captain's challenge, and Hull SC are challenging the rule of a knock-on. So Kay Cuss in possession here. He's still in possession of the ball. Legal tackle there. We'll just look for the other side to see if the ball comes out. And then the ball looks to be lost. So we'll look from this angle. So Cuss still in possession here. Still in possession of the ball, and the ball is lost. It's a challenge unsuccessful.
So it's an unsuccessful challenge, and things go from bad to worse for Hull SC, who use their challenge and lose it. So Wigan will get the ball back. John Cartwright, a night to forget for him, for Matt Peake. Still getting stuck into his side. Just made a few errors in the last 7 minutes or so, but I guess when standards are high, Paul, they're high for good reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting news of Batchelor as well, haven't we, Mark? Done for the day with a calf injury. Another one to add to that long list of experienced players that Hull are missing.
Yeah. Huddersfield Wakefield tomorrow, final game of round 2. We're back here on Thursday. Wigan lead to kick off round 3. And now a penalty after messing about at the play of the ball. We'll take on York on Friday night.
Yeah, that'll be a good game, won't it? Because York coming off the back of a really good result against the champions, and then a really poor result at Leeds, and that can happen at Leeds. I fancy Leeds to be decent in 26 and challenge at the top of the table, but I think Mark Applegarth will be disappointed. Some lessons to be learned for his players.
Yeah, well, it's a tough school, we know that. Here's Saneze back on. Got himself a fresh shirt as well.
Kick now! Hold!
Here's Forber, short pass to Thompson. Takes some handling, doesn't he, Luke Thompson?
Yeah, he does. He punches hard, doesn't he? Finds the ground, wins the play of the ball.
Here's Mago. Gets the fend away. Spin still going, finds his front. Wants a quick play of the ball, allows Forber to jump out. He gets it away to French. Moves it wide to Walters. Inside the 10. Wigan not been down here for a few minutes.
Last play.
Last one. What have they got up their sleeve? Bevan French is going to hoist it high across the field. Junior December might catch this. He'll bat it back. It's going to be put in. The kick in behind, looking for Marshall. Shoveled dead by the winger Barron.
Yeah, the positional play, both full wingers have been good on them second kicks, haven't they? Lewis Martin at this on the left edge, Harvey Barron on the right edge. 2 really good young Hull players, local players.
They're going short again. Have we seen Mr. Price, as he called it? Well, there he is. What we're doing this time. What's the plan? Well, they have gone short again. They have gone short, and it's batted back, and it's collected by Hull.
Yeah, well done. I think he's only just over the 10, wasn't he, Lewis Martin?
Wigan were a bit passive there, weren't they?
Yeah, was, yeah.
They're not going to be passive in defence, though, I don't think. There you go, right on, well, just over the 10. Oh, that's a horrible pass from dummy half. They did well to pick that up. That could have gone wrong quickly.
Couldn't have put the kick any better, could he?
No, he couldn't, in fairness.
Well priced. Excellent kick. Oh, there's penalty in possession.
What is that? Hull, what are you doing to yourselves?
Penalty in possession.
Well, Liam Knight's blowing up here. What did we see in this one?
I'm not sure. He's just verbal, isn't it? It's verbal at the referee.
Yeah.
There's only one winner there, my friend.
Yeah. Fullback. Well, I know you mentioned that Matty Peake wouldn't be too bothered if they didn't score again. Let's just hear.
Wait there. Back, all back, Liam Knight, let's go.
No, I just said let's go. You said they wouldn't be too bothered if they didn't score any more points. I think he would want some more points.
Yeah, I think so.
Given the amount of possession they've had.
Given the dominance in the full game, isn't it? They've not looked trouble.
There's another penalty, and this is and that's Knight again.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful here, Liam Knight, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Because listen, the game's gone, Mark.
Yeah.
You know, next week against York is a big game, isn't it? Yeah. Both teams on one win.
Yeah. Well, that you'd argue that. He looks like he's done that deliberately.
Yeah, that's not a good one, is it? You know, he's lifted one leg. I'm not a fan of any player lifting one leg, because you risk it going over the horizontal anyway when you lift one. I'd sooner both legs be chopped, and then you take away any going over the horizontal.
Having a look at this upstairs.
Yeah. It's deliberate, isn't it? He's picked his leg up. He's crossed his arms, hasn't he? Wow.
Yeah, completely agree, mate. I don't like what he does in the first part of that. Liam Knight!
Right, here we go. Let's hear from Tom Grant.
Liam!
Sinbin for Knight. Oh, no need for the thumbs up. He's just got to be careful here, Knight. Clearly, he's got to be in his bonnet about what happened to play before, Paul. But as you said, the game's gone now. Whatever he says, he's not going to change the outcome.
No.
He's just got to be. He's got to be better than that, hasn't he?
Well, when you're down on experienced players, you need your experienced players to be out there. It's as simple as that. He gets himself sin-binned. His night's done. He might want a weekend off. I think his partner's over in Italy, isn't she, at the Winter Olympics?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Say no more.
A bit like the footballers, isn't it?
Well,
when it comes to Boxing Day.
Let's move on. They're down to 12 on the back of Knight's indiscretion. And are Wigan about to be ruthless now? Short pass, Kieran juggles, passing back, fields it. A double. Kieran's done so well to keep that ball from going forward. And finally Hull's defensive resolve is breached. Ill discipline from Knight. And field is over for a second, and Wigan are going top of the Betfred Super League tonight.
It's super skill, Mark, isn't it? You know, the ball doesn't touch the ground, it doesn't touch anybody else. Whilst he juggles the first ball here, Adam Kieran, he's got the awareness and skill and execution to be able to bat it backwards to Jay Field. It's super. They've just picked the right way, don't they? They're down to 12 players. They've got Will Price in the line. Bevan French drops somebody under, that stops the defensive line sliding. It sits them on the heels. Have a look at the player that goes under, Sam Walters. He attracts the attention. It sits people on heels. Davy Litton gets caught watching the ball a little bit, and Adam Kieran gets him on an out ball. It's fabulous skill from Kieran at the end, though. And I dare say Jay Field deserves that one, doesn't he? He's been exceptional again tonight.
Well, he's been over the line 3 times, only 2 of them counted. He pointed him out before the game.
Yeah.
Well, it's no secret, is it, how good he is, but he just seems to have been involved in everything tonight. Toughest kick of the night for Kieran. Nailed one from the touchline in the first half. This to keep his 100% record going.
Sack the kicker if he misses, Mark. He won't want to miss, will he?
He won't.
Certainly won't want to give up that unblemished record.
He's a very fine goal kicker.
I spent a day with Matt Peat and with the Wigan Warriors, and himself and Harry Smith with the kicking coach. 2 exceptional strikers of a football.
Well, can he nail this one? you've done him in there, Cookie. You've done him in. 34 points to 0.
He's tired, Mark. He's fatigued. Lazy kick. We'll let him off with that. He's been outstanding, hasn't he? Again, Adam Kieran.
He has.
I guess the only recognised centre in the joint now. We see Jake Wardle to our left-hand side in the gantry, Mark. Got a knee brace on. Big miss for the Warriors.
Yeah. He will be back midway through the season. This whole restart down to 12 for the last 10 minutes. Here's Field, finds Sameze, heads off in field, and he's wrapped up on his 10-metre line.
Hold. Release Sam! Hold. So just play it, Junior, too.
December plays it. Here's Thompson again. He'll be smart, won't he, Thompson? Not been in the Ashes end of last year.
Absolutely. There's a few people stung with that, haven't there?
Yeah, here's Mago. Drives it forward again, gets the arm free again, gets a good offload, finds Junior December.
Numbers.
December didn't pass it, still going Junior December. Last ditch tackle brings him down. There was danger there if he'd have got that ball away. There's a whole player down in the line. Smith thought about throwing the big pass, he'll get it away. Farrell puts it to the ground.
I think he gets two hands to it, and he knows he should catch it with two hands to it, doesn't he? Whilst the pass is dipping a little, he's catching it in two hands.
Seven left. Can they grab a score haul? They won't want to be nilled here, whereas Wigan now will be all about the nil with 7 minutes left.
I don't think Hull have got the energy to get over Mark.
Well, famous last words.
Yeah.
We'll see. Here's Martin. Get to open his Super League account.
We'll be in Sunday morning if we concede here, I think.
Well, they might do. Here's Litton straight through the middle. Tackle is made on the 30, so a rare break for Hull. Slow play of the ball. Here now, carried forward. Sees a short pass inside the 20. Well, they're going to get a crack here at Hull. Yeah. They are going to get a crack. Here's Price. Price gets it away now. Ball moved across. Caught by Litton. Litton, whose break started all this. He gets crashed into the ground.
Rib tickler from behind, wasn't it, from Walters? Wow.
It was a fair target, an open target, and they didn't miss. Here's Caesar on the run around. No, brought forward. Lasoni. Well, are they going to score from a kick? Last tackle. They'll go to Caesar now. He's going to put the high kick in. Barron is after this, but Marshall gets up and gets down, all in one movement.
Yeah, exceptional, wasn't it? Farrell and Smith did a really nice job, didn't they, of getting in the way of Barron and Romano.
Tough carries here. Now it's Wigan's turn. Well, Hull are showing the kind of intent now that they needed to show in the opening 10 minutes, not in the last 10 minutes.
And with 12 players, Mark.
Yeah, oh, that's a nice carry. Gives him a little bit of land. A couple of tackles left in the set. Here's Sameze, route one for the big man. Last one.
Player left here on Lisson.
Well, that's where they're going. I thought they were going to go through the hands momentarily. They kick downfield. They're kicking in behind Lewis Martin. Got a nice bounce. He'll pick it up and return it up to the 30. Looking to try and slide past the first line of Wigan attack.
Hold. Liam now, white line. Hold.
Oh.
Sam, move now. Hold.
Here come Hull. Bit of shape. What can they do? Can they execute? Nice hands. Litton, was there a hit off the ball? I think there was. Going to be a penalty. Price was taken late.
Time off.
Harvey Hill just playing, isn't he?
Not sure what that was all about. So they're going to get another shot at the line here. Oh, tell you what.
Yeah, it's not a good one, that, is it?
Kieran got sin bin last week for something similar to that. In fact, it was
got him there.
very much the same as that.
He could see himself sin-binned here again.
Yeah.
He's had an exceptional game, hasn't he, Adam Kieran?
Well, they're having a look at this again, and Kieran got sin-binned at Castleford last week.
He's got a little bit of form, hasn't he, for a couple of them, hasn't he? It's not a good one, that, on Will Price. He's got rid of the football way before then.
Agreed.
Yeah,
he's going to get 10 minutes here. Well, not quite 10 minutes.
4 minutes 11.
Yeah.
12 plays 12 now.
Well, here we go. Let's hear from the referee.
Contact with the head, mate. It's forceful, dangerous, but there is mitigation. You're sin bin.
Well, for the second week, in 2 Super League rounds, Adam Kieran will end the game in the sin bin. And I don't think Paul Cook can have any complaints about that.
Absolutely not, no. There's no real reason for him to leave himself in that collision, is there? The ball's gone.
So it's 12 against 12.
And a chance for Hull to get off the big zero.
Well, they no longer a player disadvantaged. 12 against 12. Will they get the final say here at the Brick Community Stadium? They're going now to their short side. Ball turned back on the angle by Bailey. Driven in. And they're 15 out. 12 out. Short pass here, carried forward. Oh, they've missed a tackle. They're going to score.
Oh, outstanding.
That has just destroyed the zero. And it's Harvey Hill against his former club. And Harvey Hill scores right at the side of the post. Well, what a disappointing end for Wigan.
Yeah, exceptional try, though, wasn't it, from Harvey Hill? By the time he gets up back to Hull tonight, he'll have beaten everybody and gone from 50 metres. The footwork was outstanding, wasn't it? Gets hold of the football, beats Eze on his inside shoulder, and then steps Jay Field like he's not there. Gets Eze, gets rid of a player on his inside, and then gets round field. Brilliant try from the big fella.
Not the Wigan defence that we used to.
No, absolutely not. But again, it's just got sloppy, hasn't it, towards the end of the game? Matt Peach just walked past us up here, Mark, on the gantry with a face like thunder. He's furious.
Yeah, he will be. Here then is Price, who should add another 2 points to the tally. And there is another 2, so Hull have got 6. They're not going to be kept out. 34 points to 6, and a late consolation following the Kieran sin-binning. Crowd of over 16,000 here tonight at the Brick Community Stadium, and we've got just about 3 minutes remaining here. Well, all in all, still a good night's work for Wigan, make no mistake about that. Hull will be hoping to get some bodies back in the not too distant future.
Yeah, they need players back on the field, there's no question about that. They certainly need players like Liam Knight to stay on the field, and their senior players until they get the Asiatas of the world back. Zach Hardacre is a big miss tonight, competes for everything.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Hold. Go on.
Hull now comes up to the 20. Hull having got their first try, have now got a couple of minutes to try. Now they're going to get another penalty. It has all got a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, it has. I guess if he'd have offered Matt Peat a 34-6 scoreline pre-game, he'd have absolutely snatched your hand off, Mark. But
30-0 with 36 minutes
left.
Yeah,
exactly. I think he'd have expected a little bit more. He certainly wouldn't have wanted to see a try as soft as the one to Harvey Hill defensively. He wouldn't have wanted to see Adam Kieran leave his left shoulder in on Will Price, I dare say.
Oh, and you called it. You know, they are down to one centre. He got away with it last week, if you like. He didn't get banned, but...
Well, your points accumulate.
Yeah, that's the problem. No stoppage of play. Well, just not played it from the correct point.
Can't have a quick look on that.
Let's go.
Mark is tight.
So a couple of late sin-binnings. The tackle is made over on the far side.
Hold!
Wigan, a couple of minutes away from being top of the pile in the Super League after round 2. So they've got Huddersfield and Wakefield to come tomorrow. Here come Hull now with Price. Steps out of a tackle. Going again, Price showing his footwork. Great run. Great run.
From behind there.
He's holding his knee. He's holding his knee.
Oh, no. He's had some horrendous luck with injury, Will Price. And this doesn't look good, Mark. Oh.
Well, hopefully it doesn't look as bad as it looks, but he'll know, and John Cartwright will be hoping that, like we and everyone else, is that his star man is okay here.
He don't look great, Mark, does he?
He reacted instantly.
Yeah, you see, when you see a player clutch a knee like that, I think you know it's serious, don't you? That's an awful picture, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
he's got one from behind. I think it's December who gets him. Let's have a look at this.
We're seeing a replay here now. We've just seen pictures of it.
Oh, is this a medial? It's got knee ligament all over it, hasn't it?
Price
twists in the wrong direction.
He was saying to the physio, wasn't he? Please no, please no. So, look, we hope he's okay. Like you said, he's been absolutely so unlucky with injuries, and the look on his face says it all. Fingers crossed for Will Price tonight.
Our thoughts are with him.
Yeah.
Let's hope for some good news on the scan, which arguably should be done tomorrow or Monday at the very latest. Horrendous look for Will Price.
I'm going to say he's walking off, but we saw Blake Taft play on with an ACL injury last week.
We did, yeah. Season over. Season over for the young man.
It is. Last one for Hull. Going to roll the kick in behind. Roll picked up by Wigan. Are they going to stay in the field of play? They'll get the last set.
It's a rugby union mall almost.
Let him go, Harry. Play the ball, Harry.
They're all in a heap, Wigan. This is just going to be 5 drives and a kick. Job done.
Just kick the ball out. Oh, man, sure they've got him back behind the wrong line. Well done, Hull.
They have. But again, where's this Hull been for the last 80 minutes?
Very true. You can't start a football game, Mark, the way that they started. When your front row comes off the back fence, you want him flattening out, don't we? And you want him hitting the ground at the very least, and a solid contact, no post-contact meters, and the Wigan Warriors play stands on his feet.
Yeah.
Kade Ellis, I think it was.
Yeah. Smith will surely send this long.
Going to go short here, man.
You reckon? It's not. He's going to belt it as hard as he can. Picked up by Litton then. Hull will get the last go.
I dare say 34-12 looks quite complimentary for Hull, doesn't it?
It does. There's a chance now.
Off the legs, get back!
Got one, maybe 2 tackles left in the match. Ball now works its way.
Luke Thompson, back foot line, Sam!
Forward. Here they come. Hill again, looking for a double. He's still going. Can he find a pass? He does find a pass. Ball's on the ground. He went backwards. It's play on. Lynn puts the kick in. Wigan will roll it dead. That'll do it. Game over. Wigan 2 from 2 and top of the pile early on. The damage done really in the opening 20 minutes when Walters, Eckersley and Sam Eze all went over, and when Jay Field scored before half-time at 24-0, it was a question of how many. Bevan French got Wigan off to a flying start second half. They're led by 13 points to 0. Liam Knight was sin bin laid on. Jay Field went over for his second, but then Adam Kieran was also sent to the bin laid on, and Harvey Hill got over for a try against his former club. Big night for Sam Eze. First try for the Warriors for him, and a good showing for Sam Eze. Difficult conditions here, but Wigan, by and large, certainly for the first hour, Paul, made very light work of it, and a deserved winner. But the damage, as we said, done early on. Yeah,
absolutely. I thought Wigan started the game exceptionally well, and it was a second set of 6 where Hull give him a repeat set. Then the end of that set, Smith's kick batted back by Eckersley to Walters, and downhill there from Hull. The possession and and stats, missed tackles, percentage completion rates, everything just utterly dominant for Wigan in half number one, and that allows you to win a game inside the 40 minutes of football. Really, it was a long way back for Hull, and I think they've done a really good job to just concede 12 out of 10 second half, 24-34, and score one of their own. So I think John Cartwright will be bitterly disappointed about how they was physically beaten up early on in this game. You just can't play a game of rugby league and be beaten up in collision and contact the way that they were. There's a lot to learn from for this Hull SC team. They desperately need some of the big players back, there's no question. When you've got so many players sat in the stands and not on the field, and the high ends in your salary cap, then you're certainly going to see a drop in performance. And it's back to the drawing board. They've got a big game next weekend against York. Newly promoted York. They know how difficult it is, having beaten Bradford by 7 in round 1. I think it's a really big game for Hull next week. Yeah,
I think York might be ruined the fact it's not at York rather than at Hull. It's going to be tough, isn't it, on their travels. For Wigan, they've got Lee coming next week, next Thursday night, kicks off round 3. That's going to be a great game, isn't it? Lee will be smarting from that loss at St Helens last night. Yeah,
we saw Josh Charnley in pre-game, didn't we, Mark? They've given the game away a little bit. I think they'll be bitterly disappointed. And we spoke with Josh. They had a really big review and meeting this week, and Adrian Lamwell laid the law down. I thought they should have won that game. So, yeah, big game at the Brick Community next weekend.
It is indeed. But tonight was all about the Warriors. Damage done in that first half when they led at 1 point in the second half by 34 points to 0. The man who had a big part to play in that is our Betfred player of the match, and that is Jay Field. Jay, congratulations. Another couple of tries and another win.
Yeah, it was really good to get a performance like that. This time of the year, the conditions are pretty tricky, in this weather. So I thought we were pretty clinical in that area, completed high, and we kicked well. So pleased to get the win.
Your forward pack in that opening 20 minutes were absolutely devastating, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, mate. We spoke about that at half time. They really set the platform for us today. So credit goes to them, boys.
You've in for another 2. You could have had a hat-trick, had one chalked off, but all in all, you'll be happy, won't you, with your night's work?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take that. As I said, the middle's really laid the platform for us, boys. We just got a couple of rewards tonight, but I really do think the credit goes to our middle unit there. They were really good for us.
Yeah, good one. It sets up nicely, doesn't it? Thursday night, the battle at the Borough here at the Brick. Lee coming to town. That'll be a tasty one.
Yeah, of course, mate. Lee have come on a lot the last couple of years, and they've always given us some good games. So it'll be a tough one next week, so looking forward to that.
And in terms of the performance, obviously, I guess the only disappointment, the try at the end.
Yeah, we lost a man there as well. So, Harvey done well. He's big and strong, close to the line, so we'll have to have a look at that.
You must be looking forward to some dry weather and some hard surfaces, are you?
Yeah, definitely. Being Aussie, we don't really like these conditions too much, so hopefully it dries up soon.
Good stuff. Well, Jay, thank you. Congratulations on being the Betfred player of the match.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Jay Field there after his double tonight sent Wigan on their way to an emphatic win, 34 points to 6, and a devastating performance here from the Wigan Warriors. We keep saying it, the damage done early on, but they made light work of that whole pack in the opening 40 minutes. 34 points to 6. Right, let's hear from the coach then, Matty Pitt. Well, Matty, you were happy last week, and you look very happy for an hour tonight. How do you feel at the end of it?
Yeah, I've got to be pleased. I would have taken any sort of result driving down to the game tonight. So, yeah, pleased with the result. Aspects of the performance can certainly be better. We will be. But, yeah, I would have taken it on the way here.
Matty, how good was your starting middle in that opening 20 minutes? I think the game was probably won there, but pure dominance early on in that game from them big men.
Yeah, we did some good things. It's important that we do it for longer and that we continue to get better. Yeah, we don't get too carried away. LFC are missing quite a bit, but no, there were some good signs. Both sides of the ball, particularly in the first half.
Yeah, tough conditions. Just got some nice tries. Could you have had a few more?
Well, you can always, dissect things where you could have posted more points, but I thought we could have finished the game better. Not so much in scoring more points, just a little bit more discipline with the way we turned the ball over, put ourselves under a little bit of pressure, but. Listen, I would, like I said, I would have taken it. Them are the only things that I'm looking at tomorrow morning and tonight. Then I'm happy.
Good stuff. Can I ask you about Adam? Obviously sin-binned again. Have you any complaints about that decision?
I've not watched it in great detail, but you know, I feel for Adam. He's working out to be better. He made a mistake last week. We are working hard on it. He's disappointed there. Without commenting on that particular one, you know, there's been a few. It's something he wants to get out of his game, but he's making breakneck decisions, as you see with these edge players, and he's got to get them right. He has a duty occurred to get them right, but you know, he's also got to defend with a bit of toughness as well. So it's a line we all tread. Okay,
what it does do, and we've just been mentioning it upstairs in commentary, Matt, it sets up a great game on Thursday night. Quick turnaround, I guess, but you've got Lee coming in. It's always a good battle.
Yeah, I think we bring the best out of one another. They're a fantastic team. A lot of friends over there, and yeah, it should be a great atmosphere.
Good stuff. We'll let you get out.
Can I just pass on congratulations to OKR for what they did the other night? I think for myself, all the players, everyone at the club, it was great to see. They were awesome, and yeah, proud for
brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Well said, Matt. Thanks for your time. We'll see you on Thursday night. Cheers, Matt. Pete there, classy as ever. Thanking OKR on what's been a great week for the Robins. They become the latest Super League side to win the World Club Challenge, but tonight I think it is fair to say there was only ever going to be one winner. 34 points to 6 in favour of Wigan here tonight. Not a good night for the Black and Whites. Let's hear from their coach, John Cartwright, who joins us now. John, disappointing, I guess, but really the damage done early on.
Yeah, geez, we were on the end of it, weren't we? Yeah, we sort of came here expecting them to be in that sort of mood. So, you know, we just had to match it, but it was a good old-fashioned bash-up.
Was there any disappointment with how they got over the top of you in that early exchanges?
Yeah, look, it always is, you know, when you roll through the middle like that, and it's not just on the middle forwards. You know, they were right from the kickoff. I thought they rolled down the field too easy, and you know, that's not a good sign. With the people that they have playing off the back of it, you know. Look, I take responsibility as much as the players. We expected them to come out like that, but you know, we just weren't. Well, for whatever reason, we just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, John, you got a couple of injuries there to Will Price. Hopefully, the diagnosis on him is a good one. Batchelor as well. Are you expecting anybody back for next week's York clash?
Zach Hardiker could be back. John Asiata's very close. Jake Arthur's very close. Herman's out for a while, and Belly's not far away. Look, they're all, you know, they're not far away. There's troops coming, so yeah, there's no panic stations. But you know, we've got to address the area that we come up short tonight, and that was through the middle of the field.
Yeah, is there any early diagnosis on Willie? He looked in a great deal of discomfort when he left the field.
Look, I just quickly spoke to the doctor then, and they said they were happy that it was stable. You know, it's still very early, so hopefully it's stable, and that's a good sign.
Good stuff. Back at home next week, newly promoted York come to town. They'll bring a threat.
Yeah, look, it's still early in the season, and you know, sides are sort of still feeling each other out. You know, we can't perform like that against anyone, or you know, we're going to end up on the same side of the scoreboard as tonight. So. Time to look in the mirror, I think, and you know, bring our big boy pants next week.
Okay, John, thanks as ever. Safe travels, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Cheers. John Cartwright, as honest as ever there as he makes his way back down the tunnel. So, Matt Pete signing his autographs, posing for a few selfies. The game's changed, hasn't it, Paul Cook?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, there's no question. It's going to be a really interesting battle next weekend here at the Brick Community. I think the York Hull game is going to be intriguing. Toulouse-Bradford is going to be a really intriguing one for us next week. I'm looking forward to being at that one. Two newly promoted teams. So yeah, the Super League started really well. The crowds are up, Mark. Everything's up, and yeah, just really looking forward to the remainder of the season. It started so well, and we hope it continues.
Yeah, well, thanks, Cookie. We'll see you again. Bradford Toulouse next
Sunday,
week.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Thank you as ever for your time. Safe travels home. Wigan Too good for Hull tonight, too strong, too powerful and too skillful in the end. Harvey Hill's late try, a mere consolation. Wigan, 2 from 2. They go to the top of the pile. Round continues, don't forget, tomorrow as Huddersfield entertain Wakefield. That is live on Sky Sports Plus, 2:55 for that one. But for everyone here at the Brick Community Stadium, we'll wish you a good night. It's the Warriors who beat Hull by 34 points to 6.